Get it.
Let's get it. Episode 7. What's going on?
Lucky number 7.
Dang. And right before the end of the year, we did a holiday episode recently. Appreciate everybody that listened to that. But we wanted to do one more before the end of the year. And this one's actually really, really special. Strong year, ending it stronger, and about to go into 2024 beast mode. Beyond the Brand has an official co-host that we're adding on. Angelo is joining the BTB Beyond the Brand podcast official co-host. Super excited for that. And if you guys have listened to some of the episodes here, we've done a couple already, and the chemistry is there. And I'm super excited that he has as much passion for this as I do, if not maybe more. And that's really hard to find. So again, I'm excited, and I really hope everybody is excited as well. So I'm gonna give it over to Angelo. He's gonna introduce himself, and you guys already know who he is, but he's gonna talk a little bit, and we're gonna go on from there. So, dude. Welcome, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I'm excited. So we talked about it a little bit before the last episode, but we were like, let's still wait a little bit. Let's talk about it. And we talked about it. I'm all in. I'm down. I'm ready. Beyond the Brand. I'm excited, man. So me and Frankie graciously allowed me to be on. So yeah, we're going to go from here. We love so many different things. Obviously, the shirts are what connected us, but we have so many different interests. So in between episodes, like we did the holiday one, we'll be able to just go back and forth, talk about topics, talk about what's going on in Arizona. We were just discussing it. There's not too many Arizona podcasts. There's all kinds of podcasts, but there's not like an Arizona podcast. So why can't we be that? You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And we can have so many different friends on from Arizona, people that aren't from Arizona too. It's not just Arizona, but we want to give them a shout and let them tell their stories. So I'm super excited. The main reason I wanted to jump on is because of the feedback that we were getting from the original one, where I kind of told my story. Everyone just kept hitting me like, when's your guys' next one? When's your guys' next one? Frankie was hearing that too. And I'm like, bro, maybe we should like do a next one. So let's do it, man. I'm super excited. It should be a good time.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So So first things first. Beyond the Brand podcast Instagram is where we're going to be doing all the business.
Correct.
For this podcast. So of course, Frankie has AZ Life Apparel. So that's that business. I have my Vintage and AZ Instagram. We'll be posting on there about the podcast, but everything, if you guys ever want to get on the podcast, if you have questions, maybe we'll do that too on an episode where people send in questions for us.
That'd be dope
to check out. So everything like that podcast related is going to be on Beyond the Brand podcast. And we're going to start getting that moving, maybe get some reels dropped. I got one of the videos edited, the last one that we did.
Yep. Already making moves. Yeah, already making an impact, man.
Doing it.
I like it.
Yeah. So we're not playing, man. We're not going to stop. This is episode 7. We're going to keep it rolling. Shout out to Isaiah. He runs Ivory House. I just did his event this past Friday, and super successful. It was a good time. I talked to him potentially. He said he might have some time. So shout out to Isaiah. Maybe we can throw him on. And we have a few other people lined up. We won't mention yet, but we're working.
All-star cast coming up.
We're working, man. I'm excited. Yeah. So what are you thinking? Let me know.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. And this is for us, we share a lot of the same passion, and I think it just makes a lot of sense. And we're looking to kind of like just introduce the people that we know and that we've met while doing our own things, and just kind of bring more shine more light on those that are doing things here in Arizona and just in the industry in general, like you said. And so I think that in itself is pretty exciting. But yeah, we wanted to obviously just to really get this started, watering it in, really make it grow. And we're excited to bring you these episodes to everybody here. So
yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah, if you have a business and want to jump on with us, definitely hit us up, DM us. We're going to start getting the bookings going so that we can get people lined up. And then obviously, like we're doing now, we'll just do our own thing too.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing about our pod is it's casual, and we want to bring you some gems. But we also are it's not going to be so formal.
Yeah.
I think it's more on the casual side again, and it's obviously beyond the brand. It's to expose those things that you're not seeing on social media or that you're not hearing maybe just in general. So we want to just for you to get to know the people, behind the scenes, really. So that's going to be the goal for it. But yeah, man, if you want to tell them a little bit more about yourself and the why, and we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, okay. So for anybody just jumping in, my name's Angelo, obviously born and raised in Arizona. I just recently quit my corporate job. If you want to get way more detail on that, I did the pod, I think it was the second episode on the Beyond the Brand podcast where I get into my story. But I've been rocking self-employed, selling vintage, selling old clothes for the past year now. I've been operating my own business for 3 years. So I was doing both the corporate and this. And then always in the back of my mind, I have like a whole note full of info and people and guests and everything for a podcast. I just never had time. Like I really didn't have time to do it. I've been on my friend's podcast a couple times and it always went really well. I just never had time to... I guess you have time for everything that you want to. I just, in my mind, was like, you don't have time, So once I got on with Frankie and the chemistry was there, the setup was here, I'm like, let's do it, man. And so I'm really excited. The main thing I'm excited for is telling people a story. I think one of my strong suits is asking questions because I just love listening and I love finding things out. So I'm excited to do that with different guests in Arizona. So kind of me personally, some of the stuff I listen to, of course, a lot of Joe Rogan. Everybody listens to Joe Rogan, Gary Vee. But I'm all over the place really because I'm into health super, super heavy. I dabble in sports a little bit. My number one is fashion, of course, because I sell clothing. And I think that's what's cool about our dynamic is we both aren't just stuck in one thing. We could talk about anything, you know what I mean? And I'm excited to do that. And I was thinking maybe in this one we could talk a little fashion. Since that's our main.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
Thing. That's what we do.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was just kind of sitting back because thinking about like the state of fashion right now is so different with all the fast fashion and everything that's been dropping lately. So I wanted to get maybe your perspective on it, on where do you think it's going? Where do you think it's at right now? How are you feeling about streetwear right now? Because that's my first love. I believe that's your love, right?
100%.
Yeah. So where do you think it's at right now?
I actually really, really like where it's at because it's going back in time to a very 90-ish vibe, where it's a little bit more on the oversized.
Yeah.
And I like that look. I grew up with that look, and so I think it's good to kind of see where it's at, and I look at a lot of people that wear different things, and I'm a student of fashion as well. And just to give you an example of someone that I think is wearing the current vibe right now really, really well, and that's Devin Booker. I think he's just got that, he's definitely got the different fits that are just insane. And I say this all the time is I'm a simplistic person. You can even tell by his newest shoe. Like he didn't try to go all crazy, literally looks like a slide. Like a little slide on, and with just a little bit of, the details and the touches with it. And I really, really like that. And he even did a Chuck that everybody said that was like super plain. Like, why would you do that? But again, like you got to go back to his style and what he likes. So I'm a big fan of where streetwear is at right now. And I hope it lasts a little bit, like for a little while.
Because everything's so fast.
Yeah.
It keeps it moving.
Exactly.
But I think what's cool about, because you're older than me, I'm getting older now. And I think one of the main things is I tell my friends, because I'm into fashion, period. I don't care if it's a brand new shirt that was printed yesterday or something from the 90s, I'm into it, period. So like there's a lot of people that get caught up in a certain era and they talk down on what's going on now.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, you don't want to sound like the old head.
No, no,
catch up, man.
Right.
Pick something that you like out of, you don't have to wear it.
Yeah.
Because I've fallen into that, you know, maybe you rock a pair of skinny jeans and you're like, that wasn't me. Why did I slide on those skinnies? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I get that if you don't want to rock it, but like when fashion is moving, you got to move too.
Yeah, for sure. And I do like the vintage. Like that to me, I think is like, it's like this cool combination at this point of, you know, different eras, I guess you could say, you know, and so I really like where fashion is at right now. So, and I, you know, again, we're always going to be kind of like touching base on that and talking through it and just introducing, you know, new things and new people to, you know, what their style is. And that's what's cool about fashion is like, it's different for everybody. You know, it's not, you know, and there's a similar look, I think, going on, but there's always, you know, different things that get introduced into that, that usually like set it off and, you know, take it to the next level. So, again, yeah, man, I'm all about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to see, what's next. Right now, what I'm seeing a lot is the, Y2K vibes. So it's, like the Jinko jeans, a lot of like the tribal, like Affliction stuff is back. Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember I got a shirt from you and it had like some crazy design. It was like, it looked very Ed Hardy-ish.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like, I'm not a big fan of Ed Hardy like that, but I was like, you know what? I think that's going to sell. And it ended up selling, I think, the next day or the same day. I texted you. I was like, dude, that shirt ended up selling. And you were like, bro, I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's really cool to see like everybody just, on that vibe. But yeah.
And I think it's cool right now, like you said, that you like it right now. I like it as well because when I was coming up, you could do certain things that were different, but if you did a little too much, you got clowned, you got roasted, like it was an issue. Now I feel like people are way more open. Like the kids are rocking like weird shit and their homies are too.
For sure.
So it's like, it's way like some of this stuff that they rock, you're like, damn, if I wore that to school, bro, people would have been killing me. Like,
I got beat up, bro.
I didn't want to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, damn, bro. So I'm loving it, bro. Like, you could literally see a kid in Ed Hardy fit with his homie, and he has a Devin Booker jersey on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, what the hell is going on? And I see it at First Friday because I sell First Friday downtown, and I see it, bro. Like, I see these type of kids hanging out together, and I'm like, damn, this is dope. I like this.
For sure.
Everyone's just doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's what fashion's all about. Find your style, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
I would see that too at the mall a lot, you know, and I thought it was always cool because again, fashion is really just like the way that you want to put yourself out there. And that's why I like t-shirts so much because it tells, you know, they could tell stories or they, you know, it's kind of like they're talking pieces. And so I really enjoy all that, man. So yeah, for sure.
That's dope. Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit. What about shoes? I listened to your recent pod, and you were talking about that's where I jumped in too.
Yeah, that's where I jumped into the sneaker game. You know, Jordans are just classic. You know, growing up, you always wanted some J's, so that was always like a thing. And then when they started retroing them hard, is when a lot of people that didn't get a chance to get them the first time, you know, started jumping on them. And, you know, and now it's obviously a huge business, the resale game. And I'm hoping we can get some people on the pod that are in the resale game for sneakers and kind of just talk to them about that whole scene, because that's a huge scene.
Huge.
And you see the pop-ups going on and the markets for it. And it looks like a really cool community that's been built. You know, I'm not even saying it's already built and just growing. Mm-hmm. So that I think is really cool to see. And again, it's just kind of like all that throwback stuff is just like, you know, people want. And then the variations that are coming out with the different colorways, anniversaries and all that stuff is really cool. I think the thing that I hate about it is that it makes it for the person that's more of like a, you know, hey, I just want this one Jordan because it reminds me of whatever it is. Like it's hard as hell to get it. you can't just go into the store and grab it because
Yeah.
they're, you know, literally sold out as soon as they drop, and then they're marked up. So that's like the one thing that, you know, I don't enjoy about that. You know, I guess the industry kind of turned it into that for just the common person that's just looking to get a pair here and there maybe, or whatever it is. So
Yeah, for us that are like out of the game, so we don't even have a plug no more.
yeah.
And we're like, damn, those are dope though. Let me grab those. No, you're not.
No,
You're
hell
not
no.
grabbing them.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. You got to hit GOAT, StockX.
Yeah, you
all
got to go
that.
hit the home. Oh, okay, who's the home? Oh, no, he's selling them for, you know, an extra 300 on top of whatever they, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
damn, man.
Yeah, but it is cool to see people make a living. Shout
Yeah.
out to my boy Min. He's been my sneaker plug since maybe like 2013,
Oh, nice.
something like that.
Yeah.
He completely quit his job,
Wow.
doing it full time for
Yeah.
a couple years now.
There's a lot of them that have popped up now in the
Yeah.
Valley. So
It's
it is
sick.
cool. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
cool.
and he don't even have like a store. We've done a pop up together, but all of his stuff is online. He just
Oh, wow.
does online sales and killing it, man.
Killing it.
Supporting his whole family with it.
Wow.
So it's a big business. So yeah, I agree. We should get, if you have a store or if you do that, hit us up. Maybe we could have someone. I love to talk sneakers, bro. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
That's what got me in.
Do you have a favorite sneaker?
Damn, that's a good question. Of all time, I think I always go between Jordan 1 or a Jordan 3.
Okay.
Both are just classic.
Threes,
Sometimes
yeah.
you can't wear the 1 all the time, but the 3s you can. So I'm going to go 3.
3.
Jordan 3.
I like the 3s. I'm a big 1 high fan.
Me too.
Yeah, I know that everybody clowns people that wear mids, but
You know, those are cool now, though.
did they come back?
Yes, the kids rock them.
They're rocking the mids, yeah, because highs
and
are hard to
that's
get.
a no.
Yeah, back in the day,
Even the
knew.
lows weren't really like,
Yeah, and the lows kind of came around.
they're around. Those
Yeah.
are like up there now,
Yeah.
like big prices.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lows were like, okay, you couldn't get the highs, so you just grabbed the lows.
Yeah, like the lows, what?
yeah, like
Back in the day when they first came out, people were a little like, but yeah, they look clean. They look clean if you have the right fit. Some 1 lows. But yeah, I'm a big 1 fan. I would say 3 definitely is a favorite. 4s, I love 4s. 5s are dope too with the big tongue.
Yeah. I couldn't rock those because they don't sit right. I mean, I have a couple pairs just because I love the colorways, like the green bean ones.
Oh, yeah.
But they just don't sit right with jeans because they're shaped.
They are shaped. Yeah, you got to have the right kind of fit for those.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of the Aqua 8s or just 8s in general.
Aqua 8s were a staple.
Staple, bro. You got to have the Aqua 8s.
The Aqua 8.
I rocked the shit out of the Aqua 8s,
You
bro.
have to. The Aqua 8s were different.
They were.
Yeah,
and
those
then
are sick.
obviously the 11s,
11s.
super sick.
What about non-Jordan? What's your go-to?
Non-Jordan, I would say either if we just get out of it, it'd be like Vans.
Okay.
I like rocking just Vans.
Classic, old school.
Yeah, just every day. And then I like Yeezys.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're super comfortable.
You know what? I still never bought a pair of Yeezys.
Damn, bro. You got to just get one pair, man.
Yeezy
I got a
slides,
few.
though. I have Yeezy slides, which
Okay.
are incredibly comfortable.
Right.
But I've never copped any shoes.
It's like stepping on a pillow.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude, how fucking nice they are. Dude, I got the boosts on right now, and like it's so comfortable.
Yeah, that
But-
Adidas, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do, but yeah, I'd say probably Jordan 3. So what color, though, for the ones? Which one?
Yeah, I'm a big classic guy.
Classic?
You know, yeah, you got to
The
give me the Chicago style. You know,
Okay.
give me like a little white, red, and black.
Okay.
You know, within the mix.
Yeah.
But I mean, they come out with some dope colors, bro.
Yeah.
They come out with some sick ass colorways.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm
Are
pretty
you
open.
still like into shoes like right now? Like, do you still look out for drops and know kind of what's dropping, or like how deep are you in still?
I go through phases with that.
Okay.
So there'll be time where like, you know, I'm really into it and I'm like keeping track of it.
Yeah.
And then there's times where I'm just like so busy and I'm so focused on something else that I just don't really like, it's not a priority to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, for the average person, like when there's a new drop or there's a shoe that drops, you're like, damn, I want to get that. It makes it, you know, difficult unless you got that plug. So I would like to get like more plugs out there for people to know,
Yeah.
you
For
know,
sure.
because that's the thing is like people go to the store or they go online, they can't get it, then they don't know where to go, and they're forced maybe to go somewhere that they don't really, you know, they're just like, I guess I get it from here. I'm not sure, but
Yeah. You're like, I'm not sure if they're real. Like,
right, yeah.
Because that's crazy now. Back in the day, did you have some fakes? I had a pair of fakes, bro.
Yeah, I don't
keep it real.
I don't know, bro. Like,
Like,
they're
you're
so
like, I probably
good.
did.
They're so good nowadays.
I copped a pair online in like 2007, I think it was.
Yeah.
Came from China.
Okay.
Some Pure Money 4s.
I mean, were they legit?
Bro, they were fake, but nobody knew.
But that's like, if you're just gonna wear them, for me, like, I know that's a big topic.
Yeah.
But I think, like, if you're just going to wear them, fuck it.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to sell them, dude, don't fucking do that.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up, bro. You're literally tricking somebody and, and taking their money
Yeah.
that probably, that really cares. I think that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of that goes on too.
that's fucking, like, for me, if you're doing that, bro, you're a piece of shit, straight up.
Yeah. I would never
Resell fakes.
resell that. That's crazy.
Unless you're telling them, bro, this is a fake.
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah, that's why they're $60. Because,
whatever it is. Yeah. Then cool. Do your thing with the fakes. But yeah, not if you're trying to pass them as real.
Yeah, I can respect. So you never had the see-through forces? Remember the see-through forces?
I never had the see-through forces, bro. I remember those. I remember seeing those. I was like, what the fuck is
SpongeBob
going
forces,
on, bro?
They were doing some crazy stuff at that time.
They were, dude.
That's why it's scarier now, because back then, when you saw a pair of fakes, you're like, oh yeah, the Jumpman is
yeah.
Duncan.
He's all fat.
Something's crazy. But now, bro, they're not even making like weird shit like that. They're making Travis Scott's and, the Dior. Like, they're going straight for the big money ones.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like, I seen it online. I'm just like, I can't. And obviously, when you're a collector, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious to you. But for the common person, I think nowadays, like, I can't tell, bro.
So tough.
Yeah. So I think that's what makes it like, maybe for the common person, like, hey, why not just buy a fake? If I'm just going to wear them around, you can't really tell. I think, like, if you're kind of thinking that way, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But
Yeah, I couldn't do it now either. I never had a pair of J's, and I saved up some money and found them on a random website.
Yeah.
And grabbed them. But yeah, I can't do the fakes. 'Cause I'd rather just grab a cheap pair of shoes. Grab some regular Forces, some Vans. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. Yeah, that's kind of why I went that route.
Yeah.
Because they did some dope collaborations too, Vans, and I don't know, it's just a classic, but I feel like it's a West Coast classic.
The
Chucks,
Vans?
yeah, Chucks too. Definitely gotta rock some Chucks.
Yeah.
You ever rock Chucks?
You know what? No.
Damn, bro.
I have a pair, and every time I put them on, I feel like I have clown feet.
They're so flat.
They're so flat and long.
But they've came out with some new versions of them, and they have like better soles now. So they feel like more like, because Nike, it's Nike, Converse.
Yeah,
so they have like better soles now.
That's true. Nike has Converse and Hurley, which is random.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, if you go on Nike's website, you could buy Hurley from them too.
Damn,
which is random, but
buying everything.
Yeah, I know they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, if again any resellers, please DM us. We would love to get you on.
Yeah.
I think it's so widespread. I mean, I get people from kids to older people that are still looking for sneakers. So it's just like it's just wide spectrum of people that are looking for sneakers and have a love for them.
Mm-hmm. Any new brands like clothing? Maybe not even brand new, just something that you're rocking with.
I'm really like trying to create another brand with Chapter 2. I know that you're asking me on the outside of that, but like for me, I feel like I've been so focused on like creating that and just doing different things with it, that I'm looking forward to having that out.
Okay.
Which I think hopefully I think a lot of people here will really like.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, so it's very clean, and that's kind of like, again, that's like my style, and so I think that. But I really liked I kind of went away from like looking at like the newer brands and looking more at like vintage stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was
bro, you're like a rapper, bro. You're like, I don't listen to nobody else's music while I'm cooking. I don't want to catch something.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm not intentionally to that, but I think like there's some brands in LA that I've liked, and there's one that I've recently bought some shirts from, and this isn't like I'll go back, but it's called Wujung. I don't know if you ever heard of that or not.
How do you spell that?
It's like WOO. And yeah, it's like he came from overseas and started a brand, and he's kind of blown up in like LA, and obviously too, like born and raised. I recently bought, a shirt.
Rest in peace, Sponso.
Yeah, I got the RIP Sponto shirt, and so that one, you had to get, bro. If you're in the game, that's like it was a mandatory cop,
bro. The way that they changed fashion, like,
right,
bro,
and their story is insane.
Man,
story is insane.
Killed it, man. There's so many fast fashion, even big brand. Everybody did what they were doing, or tried to do what they were doing. It's crazy.
Yeah, they
did the Mr. Cartoon collabs were amazing. Everything that they did was amazing. The Levi's before he passed, that Levi collab that they did was crazy.
Yep,
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing it, man. It was good to see after so many years of just hard work. And I think they got deals with the NFL.
Yeah.
And they were
hockey.
Yeah, they were really it looked like they was just their time. I mean, I think still is.
Oh yeah, it still is. But yeah, I thought the exact same thing when he passed. I'm like, this was like this is like their year.
Yeah.
This
is it.
Man, it was tough to see that because I'm like, man, they worked so hard, and we're so like an underground niche thing, like it was like our thing, we were like, yeah, this is our brand. But then they got to the masses, and we were all along for the ride.
Yeah, it was good to see, really good to see. So, yeah, it's not so much that I'm trying not to look too much. It's just I just haven't had a lot of time, and I've been a little off social media too, like I said in the last podcast. So I haven't really been like looking out for like I usually do.
Yeah.
But those are the two brands that I've recently purchased from outside of like local brands here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us what's the vibe you're looking for on the new brand?
I always liked oversized tees.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always liked oversized. Are you talking about chapter 2, the vibe?
Yeah.
Vibe is very much like the inspiration is like a YSL kind of like,
okay,
very much like black and white. So you're talking about like an ideal, like I guess like the customer that I have envisioned that's wearing this is, someone that is doing well in their career, has likes to go out like a little bit finer things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
so it's like how Jay-Z used to be talking about, selling this, doing that, but then he switched it up on 444 where he's talking about investing and
right.
You know what I'm saying? So this brand is like on that tip.
Yeah, it's just like, when you want to wear like a t-shirt, you want to wear but you want to wear it out to maybe like a little bit of an upscale vibe.
Okay.
That's what you would put on this shirt.
Okay.
And then maybe like a coat over it, nice little jacket, whatever that is. So it's kind of like that versus like AZ Life's like kind of like an everyday, kind of like t-shirt that you could wear, whether you're going to be going, you're going to go out, you can go to the gym you can kind of do a lot of different things with. It's just more of like you're repping AZ.
Yeah.
And then chapter 2 is a little bit of both where it's just like that clean look. It represents new beginnings, or next chapters in life. And so also too, it's going to be like super, super clean.
Yeah. And more universal.
More universal. It's not so dedicated to the States.
Yeah, just to Arizona.
Right.
Damn, that's going to be sick.
A little bit of a higher, a little bit more of like a different, it's like it's in its own lane. I think it is.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm going with that. And I've been really taking my time on it. Some people have asked me, when am I going to drop it? And so like what I've been doing is just like doing different kind of prints, washing them, like really kind of like taking them because it's got it's got different kinds of prints. So it's not like your typical. So I just want to make sure they're also durable. And I also want to be able to tell people like, hey, these shirts don't shrink, or they do shrink, or they fade, they don't fade. Like that's the extent that I'm going to, that I'm doing with my like R&D before I actually release these. So when people, because they're going to be more of a premium price.
That's what I was going to say. If you're paying that premium, you want to be able to tell them like,
yes,
this is going to last.
100%.
This is how it shrink. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like why it's been in the holding cell a little bit longer than normal. I'm just not quick to come to market with it just yet, because I want to make sure it's like when they buy it, like it meets all standards.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, I'll have to hook you up with one, bro.
Damn.
Let me know what it's like.
I know, for real. I'll be the test dummy, bro. I'll rock that joint.
Yeah.
Working and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's next for you, bro? I mean, obviously you just did the pop-up.
Yeah, so I just did a pop-up on Friday. I have one more for the year. Shout out to my homegirl, Amanda. She owns a salon. And it's kind of like her little anniversary holiday party. And she, her and her friends are so dope, man. Shout out to Daniela. They have this group of girlfriends that are all entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So they all have their own businesses and they all come together to throw events. Like I did an event with them at Cobra.
Yep.
And it's just so dope to see, like, because you don't see that a lot where it's a big group of friends and they're all working for themselves.
Yeah.
They come to each other's spots. You know what I'm saying? They support. Like, that's so cool. So I got to be a part of that circle a couple times, and they invited me again. So I'm going to be out there this month. So that's going to be my last event for this year. So I'll close it out with that. Should be a cool little vibe. But going forward, I really just been thinking a lot about going further with the content. I like how my layout is right now. I keep it really raw. So like my finds, you know what I'm saying? I show you that. I've done like a vlog now where it's like day in the life type.
Sick, yeah.
So I think I just want to upgrade the content this next year. I have a few people hitting me up that do photography and videography. And I think I want to start spending a little bit of my money to updating that. Okay. You know, I do a lot by myself. I do my own editing. Shout out my boy Manny. He does a lot of my editing too.
Nice.
But I do most of my stuff by myself. I take my own pictures. But I'm like, let's see if maybe I throw a little money at someone else and see maybe we can take it to another level.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that. And then just more events. I love doing events, love meeting new people. And I feel like this community is just growing.
Yeah.
And I had someone ask me, they're kind of like, and they didn't mean any harm by it, but they're just like, what if this dies? What if vintage dies? But I'm like, it will never die because fashion won't die.
Right.
So let's say the 90s stuff isn't cool anymore. The 2000 stuff will be cool now.
It'll come back,
you know? And then like in 10 years, stuff from 2010, the kids are going to be like, oh, that's when I was growing up. You know, I used to rock.
Always comes around, yeah.
Bro, it doesn't stop.
Right.
Like, can you ever not want a new shirt?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Like, you always want new clothes.
For sure.
So, I mean, so yeah, I just been working a lot, sitting down and working on just scaling this thing and seeing what I can do. At first, when I first started, I didn't want to have like a store or anything like that. And I still don't want to be stuck in a store like we've talked about where you're kind of there, open to close. But maybe if I can get going this year, maybe I'll get like a little studio vibe or something. Because I'd like to have a little spot where people can come, kind of like this, where I have it all laid out. You know what I'm saying? You can come through. This is just in my house in a little room, so I'm kind of outgrowing it, like we were talking about. But maybe if in the future, maybe 2 years, year down the line, that would be my goal, is to have a little spot, you know, just playing some music, kicking it. You could come through, look through some stuff, you know. Do the pod there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like a little, like a workspace for sure.
Yeah, exactly, a workspace.
Got
is what you call it. So, I've just been working on that.
Nice, bro. I think those are good goals because you've been doing this. You said for 3
years,
3 years, and each year you've grown.
Yeah, 100%.
Each year you're growing, and obviously you got to start, looking at bigger things or the next steps. I guess it is, and so. It's always hard to kind of gauge like where the next year is going to kind of go, as well as just when you have a business like this, also. So I could definitely see, all those pieces, but obviously social media, marketing, all that good stuff is always going to be there. And so I think that's a good plan, to kind of maybe focus on that first, but.
Yeah. And I need to tap in with you. You got the marketing on lock, bro. I gotta figure it out, man.
What do you mean?
The last pod?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys checked out the pod. What's the name of the pod that you did with those guys?
Oh, Suniva.
Suniva.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. I watched that whole pod with you.
Nice.
and you were talking about some of that marketing that you did.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, Frankie's that guy.
Appreciate you, bro.
Go watch that pod if you guys haven't. It's really good.
Shout out to them for sure.
But my boy, starting his business, he's like, I'm going to give out free stickers.
Yeah.
They just got to give me their address and their email.
Yeah.
So that you could use that info.
Yeah, and I'm willing to share and to kind of elaborate what you're talking about a little bit there. But if anybody, wants different ideas, and it doesn't matter if you're starting or maybe a little bit, into your venture, but yeah, there's all kinds of different ideas, and that really the mentality just comes from, it's hard to break ice to get new customers. So having a mindset of giving before asking, or just really just giving and seeing if you could, start a relationship by doing that and breaking the ice instead of, right when you meet somebody or trying to meet somebody, you're already asking. And so that was kind of the mindset of, one of the strategies that I did in the very beginning, and it helped out a lot. And I think it's something that probably should always just keep doing, just in different forms.
Let them know what you did, though.
Yeah, so I just started the IG, and I put out there, instead of dropping the website or dropping a shirt and saying new brand, new shirt, check it out, I actually just created logos and then made them into stickers, and put them into a sticker pack. And then I just put on IG that I'm giving away free sticker packs. All you got to do is DM me your name and address, and I'll go ahead and get them sent out to you. And so we did that for about a week, and I had to shut it down because it was just getting too much. Like every night we were just packing stickers. I was running, I think I don't know how many more runs of stickers I ended up having to get just to fill them. And so I just stopped it after that. And it was really cool because I did get to meet, just, through message, a lot of people. And they, obviously it was like follow, that was like really the only thing. I was just like, hey, just, shoot me a follow. Really. That's all I was looking for. And so I thought it was really cool. Sent out the stickers. Everybody really enjoyed them. Plus it's like a benefit, like, they're slapping stickers on their water bottle. They're slapping them all over the place. And then again, like, it's just more, exposure for your brand with your logos on different things. So
yeah, damn.
Yeah, man.
That's a good idea, bro.
Yeah, it's.
I know you got some more.
I got some more in the chamber, my dude.
We got to talk about. Not on pod. You gave out that one.
Yeah, that one was for free.
That's for free.
That one free.
But the other ones, we got to talk about it.
Yeah, the other ones we got to talk about it as well. But there's so many different things that you could do now, especially with just like technology and the state that we're in with social media. And so it's just thinking a little bit outside the box and just be willing to invest, really, because obviously that was money out of my pocket. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but it was still like, again, like you got to have that mentality of like, okay, like I'm going to have to spend here in order to, maybe continue to grow or kind of get to where I want to be, instead of just setting up a free IG and just automatically asking from some stranger that doesn't even know you yet.
Yeah. That's true. A lot of people do that. They just start their page and then they have a shirt to drop and they're just like,
order here.
Yeah, order here. You're like,
who are you?
I even know that I'm going to get this?
Yeah, are you legit?
And that's a good, I just thought of this too. That's a good point of with the stickers is now that you've mailed them something, they're like, oh, he has the capacity to send something when I hit him up. So if I do buy a tee, I can trust that he's going to mail it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
It's good marketing.
I think you're going to see Angelo do this real soon. Watch this. He's fucking in love with this idea,
hey, do
bro.
you guys want stickers? Yeah. Hit your boy.
Yeah, if you want those.
For real though, bro.
You got stickers?
I do.
Oh shit, okay.
So I usually, because I sell a lot online on eBay, Mercari, stuff like that. So with those, I do a card. I print a whole bunch of cards and I throw a card in those. But for anybody that orders on Instagram, like my people, I put stickers in those.
Nice.
But I'm not wasting my stickers on like randoms. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know what they're gonna do with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody that buys through me, they get a sticker. But yeah, all my online orders, I just have cards. So it still gets it out there, you know. But no, I've never. I'm cheap, bro. I'm super cheap, so I never think about using money for marketing.
Yeah,
I never have. I haven't yet.
No, that's good though.
I need to.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that I was always thinking about how I can, grow quickly. and get the word out there quickly.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like one idea where I felt like I wasn't investing a whole lot, you know, because you can get, 100 stickers or whatever that is for pretty inexpensive.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, man. Let's try it out. Let's see what's up. We should do another case study and see what happens and then let everybody know.
Damn, we need somebody on maybe to discuss marketing too.
That'd be good.
It's a huge thing right now, like especially social media.
For sure.
We might have to do that too.
You've actually been consistent on IG.
Yeah, bro.
What's your law like?
So I have a friend on Instagram that does vintage, and I think he has like I want to say like maybe like 15K or something like that. So point being, he has a lot of followers, and he does a lot of his sales through Instagram, which I struggle with. So I hit him up, and he's like, "Bro, I post every day, no matter what. I post every day." And I'm like, "Damn, I don't think I can do that," because I was really strict on like what goes on my page, like need to make sure it's perfect, So I adapted it and I started doing it, and it helped a lot.
Nice.
It's helped me grow. So yeah, I just post almost every day. There's been a couple of days where I'll stop because I just, like you've talked about, you need to take a break sometimes to avoid that burnout. But yeah, for the most part, I post every day.
Yeah, I've seen it, man. The consistency is
every
insane.
day. So yeah, so I've been trying to grow that Instagram following because the pop-ups in person are really great. eBay and all that works on its own. It's the Instagram that's tough, especially with the algorithms now.
And they're always changing it and doing all these stupid things to it. It's like once you get used to it or something like that, they're like, boom, hit you with a different.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. Like I'll drop a reel and it'll do really good, and I'm like, oh, dope. Let's keep it going, and then the next one just dies.
Yeah, right.
It's like, damn.
You're like, what? And the ones that die, I'm always like, damn, this one was sick. This one was it,
bro. One of mine happened like that where I actually paid a friend. My friend Angela, she does videography. She came out to me and did a whole bunch of content while I was at First Friday. And I'm like, oh, this is going to go up. We had mics on, everything. I'm like, this is the one. And it did good, but not what I thought. I paid for this content and everything. Yeah. And she killed it. Like, it looked amazing, sounded amazing. And I'm like, man, they're going to love this. This is the best I've ever done. And no, something that I just do by myself, day in the life, will kill it. Like,
sponsor it, bro.
Damn,
sponsor that one.
Maybe I should.
I'm just saying. That's what sometimes I would do. But they say that you're supposed to sponsor if you're going to sponsor one, sponsor the one that's already doing well.
Yeah, that's the thing that I've been hearing a lot is the reason why regular content isn't doing well anymore is because they want you to pay, obviously.
Right.
So there's so many people that are paying that ours just, even if it's good, it gets kicked to the back because all these people paid.
Yeah, they're going to put those forward.
Yeah. So it's like you're fighting against
money.
Paying customers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's crazy. But yeah, either way, bro, whether it gets 10 likes, 100 likes, whatever, I'm dropping something. That's how I think of it now.
Yeah.
It's content.
Don't even look at that. Just keep it going.
I keep dropping it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of these is going to go up. You know what I'm saying? Like the last one that I did, that day in the life one, that one has almost 9,000 views.
That was a good one.
Which is a pretty good amount for
people
me.
Love those.
Yeah.
People
loved
those.
it. Yeah. Everyone was hitting me up about it. And it was just like my day that I normally have, So yeah, I'll probably drop another one of those maybe.
Nice.
But the crazy thing is people like to see you in it.
Yeah. I had to get used to that, man.
They love to see you.
And you're not a big fan of putting yourself in there?
I do it. I've been doing it for 3 years now. Like, if you go to my Instagram, like my personal Instagram, I post like maybe one post like a year, like on my actual page.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Like, I don't post. Like, that's not my thing. I don't know. I just don't do it.
No little selfies in the mirror in the bathroom pic?
No. If you go on my page, I think I maybe have like one or two that are me by myself. Most of it is like family.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, I'm just not that type of person, but I've had to get used to it. And that's what the people like, bro.
Yeah, I like it too.
They just like to see us, bro.
I know. I'm like, damn. I'm not there's people that love to put themselves in there, or they don't mind it, I guess you could say. But it took me a while to kind of get through that because it just felt kind of weird, right?
Yeah. And then you have to stop it when you mess up. You're like, fuck.
I know, right?
Do it again?
Yeah. You're like, that's not the angle. That's not the angle I'm looking for, bro.
Yeah.
But all right, man. This episode, we wanted, again, just to really welcome Angelo as the co-host here, and get you guys an episode here. I think this was going to be the last one of this year.
Yeah.
And then because we got a busy schedule for the rest of the month with, you got one, and I have one as well. And then it also gives us some time here to plan for next year. But we wanted to just let you guys know what was going on. Beyond the Brand is still very, very new. It's just really just a baby at this point. So it's cool that you guys are jumping on with us this early, and we hope to really keep leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can follow our journey through our different pages, but follow the Beyond the Brand pod. That's the IG handle. Mm-hmm. We're gonna start. Angelo's helping out and actually getting with the video as well. And what we're also gonna do here is we wanted to give our listeners that are actually joining us here early a special gift.
Yes, sir. So if you made it through, what are we at? 45. If you guys made it through the pod, this introduction pod, I know we didn't have too much planned. So if you made it through, we got a giveaway for y'all.
Yeah.
So this fits like an XL, little oversized Bill Elliott 1996 McDonald's crew neck.
Damn.
So let me hold this up real quick.
Sheesh.
For those listening, it's a nice gray, super cozy.
Yeah.
So if you listen to this, go ahead and go to the Beyond the Brand podcast on IG. DM us. Just you could say whatever you want. Crew neck, claim the crew neck, or
free gift,
whatever you want to say. I
Yep.
listened and I want the crew neck. Any of that works, and we're going to put you in a raffle. So if you're the only one that DMs us,
yep, it's
you
yours.
win. It's yours.
You win.
So go ahead and do that. And also, so that'll be the giveaway. So thank you for listening. And then also, I wanted to shout out the people that actually commented on our last reel.
Appreciate that.
So shout out Glossy Thrifts, Wanna. Shout out R&R Kicks, my boy Min,
Okay.
the shoe guy that I was
Oh,
saying.
okay, gotcha.
Shout out my boy Ray. He's like, hey, you started a pod. How do I subscribe?
Oh, okay. I was
Shout
wondering.
out
I was
to
like,
Ray.
is that? I know a couple Rays. So I was like, which Ray is
that's
it?
my boy Ray. Eric said this was good.
Poppin' T.
That's Poppin' T?
Yeah, that's the homie
Shout
from
out to
Poppin' T.
T.
Yeah.
And then we got Love It's.
Okay. Yeah, that's the homie.
That's the homegirl?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Shout out to her. She threw a fire emoji.
Appreciate the fire emojis.
We're getting love.
Yeah, we just started.
We're just started. So shout out to you guys. We'll drop some more reels. And if you comment, maybe you get a shout out.
Yeah, definitely. That's what the whole point is, bro. That's what we do. We're trying to shout out some people. We're trying to get it out there.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy. Oh,
We already did the Christmas.
we got to tell them
What's going on?
what everyone says.
What does everyone say?
See you next year.
Oh, shit.
You know how everyone says that?
Yeah,
See
dude.
you next-
Actually, yeah, next year we're gonna go ahead and make it happen. Like, wait, what? Next year? Yeah, dude. Like in a freaking couple of weeks, my dude.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man. So, see you next year.
Let's do it.
Yeah, actually, I'll see you next weekend, bro. Is it this weekend?
Oh, it is this weekend.
Yeah, this
All
weekend.
right, all right.
So I'll see you this. But everybody else, see you next year. And Beyond the Brand coming up.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Peace.
Peace.